Alright, here's my gear, so we're gonna have to go take the front wheel off. We don't have to take the front wheel off, but we have to take the axle out to install the axle side one. Because you gotta sandwich it between, the way it works is that you sandwich it between the bolt. Okay, so find something to put underneath your wheel. So basically, so this is going to be a video on how to install the Womet Tech Axle Sliders on the front of a KLX140. I don't know if this has been done before, but it's here for reference. It's a little how-to and a blog at the same time. So you're going to want to put something underneath your wheel to take up the slack or the underneath, so that way the wheel doesn't just drop on you. And then take out your cotter pin if you got one, or I'm just using a hitch pin. Take that out. Well, I don't even know if we'll be able to use this. We'll see. So, and then I believe it's a 17. I hope I got the right one. Yeah, it's a 17. A 17 and a 14 on the other side. The bolt side, the axle side is a 14, and the nut side is a 17. Take that off. Okay, that's pretty simple. And then just slide the axle out, and then go ahead and get your cups out. Put them on each side of the bike, so you got them handy. And then I will do the left side. Let's do the right side first, actually. Okay, so we're on the other side of the bike right now, so you can see what's going on here. So we're going to install the right side right now. And to do that, we got to take the axle off. So just take it off. Wow, it's easy. Just make sure you don't move the wheel too much. And then the cup's got to go through here. So this was designed for an M12. Apparently the Groms and the Z125s have the same size axle, so that's what you got to do. You kind of have to use it as a washer. Stick the axle back in. Hopefully you got everything all lined up still. Bam. That's it. Some trouble trying moving the forks around a little bit. There we go. Ouch. Finger kind of hit it. Okay, so we're having a little bit of a problem here now. So, okay, so yeah, we got a problem. So the cup is too big for the fork. It won't fit on the fork. Let's see what the other side is like. Yeah. Oh no, this isn't gonna work unless we add a bunch of washers to it. And I don't want to do that because the axle is not super long. So this may not work. Okay, so we're gonna have to modify these. That's now what we're gonna have to do, because you can see. I'll get you a close up right now. Okay. I knew this was gonna. I knew it was gonna be harder than I thought it would be. It's always something. So these were not made. These were made for Groms basically, and Z125s. And so this it's too thick. It's too wide, is what it is. So here's what's going on. It's hitting the side of the fork and it's going like cockeyed. So I hate to say it, I hate to grind some really nice spacers, and it might make it weaker too, but the only way we can make this work, there's two things we can do. We can add a washer or a spacer or something so it sticks out a bit like that, so it clears the fork, but we can't. I don't really want to do that because we only got so much axle to work with, you know. And we still have to do it on the other side. The other side doesn't fit either. See, it's crooked. It's hitting the fork, the round part of the fork. So we're gonna have to grind it. Is what we're gonna have to do. I think is the best solution. Make a little hole in it so to accommodate it. It's either that or I distort it. We hit it. We make a little dimple in it, or a big dimple actually, so it will clear it, but I don't think that's gonna work. So what I'm gonna kind of do is get an idea. You can grind it anywhere you want because it's pretty much the same on both sides. So what you're gonna want to do is let me go get a mark. Okay, I'm not happy that this is not a bolt-on dealie, but this is the best solution, especially for this side. This side doesn't have a thing for this, so maybe we'll just do it on one side. I don't know. So go ahead and mark where you need to. So like from here all the way to here. It's got to be grinded a significant amount. And then we're going to have to go to town with it on the grinder. Good thing it's aluminum. It's easy to grind. Okay, right. So from where I marked it, we're going to grind that. Probably be best to grind. Yeah, just kind of grind that area. And then just keep on test fitting it. You don't even have to put the axle back on. Just stick it on top of where it should go, you know, like right here. Yep. All right. So have at it. Using our buddy, Mr. Grinder here, and here we go. I hate to do it, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like at an angle like this. Just gonna go through the. We're just gonna go through the sharp part right away. And then I'm just gonna keep on going. So that's how I grinded it for now. It looks really ugly, but that's I don't think you'll see it while it's on the bike. It's pretty thick aluminum. It's a beefy deal. All right, so there's just gonna be a hole on it on the side basically. It's gonna suck, but okay. So at this point, I'm gonna start cutting. I'm gonna start grinding inward this way instead of this way. Ooh, it's hot. Really hot. Alright, put that down. Okay, I got a bit of water to quench it in over here, so cool it down a bit. I still don't think that's enough, so I'm going to grind it a little more. Okay, so that's how far I've gone so far. Man, I've cut a good amount into it already. So what I've figured out is you want to go like maybe like a little ways up here and then just cut straight into it. So far I haven't gotten all the way through, so this is pretty thick aluminum. This thing is no joke. Okay, we're almost there. Just keep on grinding and then and test fitting. Okay, so I'm looking at it, and like there's a sharp part of the fork that's hitting this part here, so I'm going to focus on this part. I'm just going to grind that one inward this way, as like a little sharp section sticking out. Okay, that's what I got. Hopefully. Okay, close. I think I want to open it up just a little bit more. Really, really close. I'm going to start using the fine side now. Okay, that's what I got. A little bit of it. Okay, so I think I got it. We're gonna try it. So, the axle in. I have to say these are pretty stout stout blocks. Man, I feel like it's still not flush. Maybe. No, I think it's good. I think it's good. Alternatively, another thing we could do is like we can bore out the hole a little bit so it has a little bit side play. Actually, maybe we should have just done that in the first place. I didn't think about that. Like, oh yeah, we could have just done that instead. But this way, it there's no slop. It doesn't play too much. There's no much play. So I think we're good right there. Let's go take a look at the other side. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. So you can see there's a bit of a gap in there, and that's pretty much flush already. So, and there's a little bit, tiny bit of play. I think we might be good. I think we might be good, or we may have to grind this top part with some more. This top part here to get a little more clearance. I think I will grind it a little bit more, but I think it's good. I just want it to fit. I just want it to make sure. You know? Okay, right. There it is. I think that's good. So that's what we're working with there. See, that fork sticks out a lot, but there's like about a millimeter of space in it, so I think it's good, and I think it's sitting flush too. So like I said, alternatively, what we could have done, I know I didn't think about that. We could have just slotted the hole so it would move forward a little bit, because you actually got quite a bit of quite a bit of material in there. We could have slotted it, made it like, you know, like an oval, and then just moved it a little bit, you know. And I think that wouldn't work, or maybe it would. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and yeah, we could have probably slotted it so it would be moved forward a little bit. It would be something like kind of like that, kinda. That way it won't hit the fork. I think this side will be easier. It looks a little easier on this side. But okay, so the other side is pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and put the nut back in. We'll see if it sits flush. Okay, so we gotta do. Oh, you know what? Another thing I realized, we have to use. So one of the drawbacks to this, I realized, is that now you need a socket. You can't stick a wrench in there anymore because it's too deep. It's too deep in the hole. So let's just go ahead and put the socket on there. You can't see me putting the nut on, but I'm doing it. This is on there. I don't know if it's crooked or anything. Let's take a look. It looks good. Let's go take a look at that. I think that's good. I think that should work. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I mean, this side is done. I think I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. If you want to take a look, well, we'll take the puck out again. We'll take a look at it. But pretty much we can just leave that in there now. We can just leave the wheel installed. This is the bitch one to do, because you have to take the axle out and keep on putting it back in. I got pretty good at doing it. So it really helps if you prop the wheel up on something to get it in the right area. So I feel like this side is good. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's sitting flush in there. I don't want to screw in. There we go. And there it is. It's pretty much the finished product right there. Minus the skateboard wheels. We're still going to put the skateboard wheels on. We got to go install the other side now. So yeah. I'm going to go take it out again, and you guys can take a look at what I had to do to get it to fit on there again. And I don't know, I think maybe slotting it a little bit would help too. If you did a little bit of both. I don't think slotting it would have worked. So the good thing about this is that the axle uses the nut, and the axle sizes they're different, so you can use different sockets. You don't have to have the same size socket. Okay, sorry about the light and the camera, but there we go. So it actually did. I was expecting it to grind all the way through, like make a hole through it, but this is some thick aluminum. They definitely, it's a beefy piece of aluminum product here. So that's what I had to grind. So initially what I had done is, man, we grinded a lot. We almost grinded a 1/4 inch off of it. Okay, so this is what I had to do to it. Alternatively, you could make the hole bigger, or you can slot it in one direction, so you can slide it a little bit. But I think it would have been good if we did a combination of that, a little bit of both. So what I had to do is I figured out where the fork was, hitting it, and I marked it, and then I started grinding inward with the. No. I started grinding this way until all the marks are gone, and then so I started grinding this way, and then I found out, like, hey, there's this one sharp part of the fork that it's hitting right here. Man, this thing will not focus. Sorry. So I started grinding it like this way at an angle. Right. So I grinded this way, and then this part was kind of hitting. This part doesn't really do anything because there's actually nothing under this part of the fork. It's this part right here. So I grinded it this way, and then in this way a little bit because of the sharp part. So, and then that's what I got. I got how I got it to fit. Sorry, this camera's not wanting to focus on this. So I think it's okay. It looks ugly, but nobody's gonna really see it, and like it didn't make a hole all the way through, so it doesn't compromise its strength that much. Actually, I can see it's starting to come in right here. There's a little, it's starting to bubble up a little bit in there, so I came close to making a hole in it, but I was expecting to make a hole in it though, so it's not a surprise. Okay, so one side is done. It's on. I'm just gonna leave it on there now, and then the left side we still got to do, so you can see how much we have to cut. See how much of a cockeyed angle it is. Not good. So we're just gonna do the same thing we did to the other side. Maybe we'll slot it a little if it, but I think it worked pretty good on the other side. We'll try it on this side. Hopefully it'll be easier. So yeah, see how much of a gap there is in there. See, you can see through it. We got to cut a lot of material. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go mark the area where I'm gonna start grinding. Somewhere. There's a lot to grind. All right. So kind of figured out what I need to do. This one should be a lot easier than the other side because I don't have to keep on taking the axle out, So I'm just going to color in the part that I think we need. And so right there. About how far? So I should probably just, and then you can probably just draw a line from like here to the other side. There. So all of that has to go. Doesn't seem too bad. It's always good to have a little extra, I guess. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna grind right there. So I'm not gonna show you the grinding process. It's kind of slow and tedious. It's basically so this is the second one. You kind of know what's up. You just put it in the grinder, grind a little bit, stick it back on there, and this will be pretty easy. So this will be easier because I could just stick it on there. I don't have to take the axle out all the time. So what I might do is I might try slotting it too if I'm getting really close. I'm pretty sure slotting it will not work. I think you have to do a little bit of both. But we'll grind it first. I know we definitely. Okay, first pass, right. First try. Here we go. See if it works. All right, so basically I just grinded off all the stuff that I scribed. And it looks like we're pretty close, but not quite. I think, yeah, not quite. Yeah. Okay, we gotta grind a little more. Plus I have to figure out where the sharp part is, and that's the one I gotta really grind. So, So it looks like I grinded too much. Where I want to continue. So from here on out, we gotta make this deeper somehow. I did grind quite a bit off already. Yeah. So from here on up, we'll go figure it out. All right. So here on up, I have to grind more. The rest of this is already not touching anything, so I'm not gonna grind. Okay. Next pass. Still not good enough. Yeah, so basically gotta go back. Okay, so I think I finally got it. So what happened was I grinded all, like, it's pretty far into here. It was a little different than another one. I grinded into here, and then I just noticed, like, just the pointy part is touching the because like it's kind of like at an angle. The fork, the part that's touching it is kind of at an angle. So I started grinding it at an angle here, so you can see. And I didn't think we're gonna need to slot it, so I got it in there. There it is. And there's a little bit of play. That's good. That means it's flat. So yeah, I think we got a winner. There's a teeny tiny little bit of play from the hole. So all right, so we're gonna go. Let me take the camera off here. You guys can take a look all around it. There it is. Pretty flat. You remember how crooked it was before, right? It's not crooked anymore. It's pretty flush. I may have grinded it too much, but I don't see any of it. I don't see any of it going towards the inside of the cup. There's no hole in it yet, so that should be good. So there's this side. Let me get a light so you can kind of see what's touching next. Kind of see what's going on there. A little bit of play, that means it's good. That means it's flush. And you're basically going to use this as a washer, sort of. An aluminum washer. It should be fine too, because this is a flange bolt, so flange nut. So good stuff. Pretty close fit, looks good. I like it. I like it. So alright, so we'll go bolt it on now. I'm going to go ahead and bolt it together. Both sides on there. Both sides look like they got a little bit of play. Put the nut back in. Okay, I think it should be fine like that. Okay. And get a torque wrench. Okay, so if you remember from when we first, when I first put this wheel on, it was 60 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm going to put in. The fork should keep it from rotating. Yeah, the whole bike's wanting to move. I should probably do it the other direction, yeah? It's like I'm trying to lift the bike up. Hopefully we don't get a snap of some sort. Whew, alright. So it makes it a little harder to torque. Let's fix 60 foot-pounds right there. The cups look like they're flush. Sorta, kinda. Didn't try to move or anything. Okay. That should be pretty tough. I don't think that would bend even if you, tried to bend it but it looks like it belongs on there, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so so we're done with the first part. The second part will be modifying the pucks, so they'll fit the skateboard wheels that we put on. So just to make everything look the same. But anyway, so here's how it goes on again. Just screw the puck onto there. It sticks out. I'd say it sticks out about 1.5 inches. You can even kind of adjust it if you want to, but I would tighten it all the way. You don't want those getting loose or anything, you know. And you can only hand tighten them. Alright, there it is. So that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. Alright, don't slide anymore. Okay, so there it is. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the whole bike. It looks a little funky. One is black and one is green. That's how we're going to put the skateboard wheels over it. So it looks like from the sides. So you can see it sticks out a good from the fork guard. Yeah, it sticks out a good, maybe a lot more than 1 inch from the fork guard. It's about 2 inches. Actually, another thing I need to check is if we can put the cotter pin in. I don't think we can use the pin anymore. I don't think we can use the hitch pin clip anymore. It looks like there's enough to get in there though. So what you're gonna have to do is just get like a cotter pin and to kind of. Okay, so those of you wondering if a cotter pin will fit in there, well, yeah, you can kind of fish a cotter pin in there. So what I did was like I got one of these cotter pins. And I unbent it, and like I bent it like in 90 degrees, and I kind of fished it in there. Yeah, I would say just don't even use a cotter pin. It's got a mechanical locking nut, so you don't really need one. Is what I'm gonna say. It's like a lot of newer bikes use these mechanical locking nuts, these metal ones. So. I would say don't do it because I had a real hard time getting it off. It like really scratched the inside. It got caught up in there. I guess you gotta really get it in there like really tight, you know. All right, so anyway, that's the first part. Next part will be to attach these skateboard wheels to it. And so what I'm planning to do, the next part, what I'm planning to do is to basically make the hole bigger so this fits over that, maybe like halfway, or maybe not halfway, maybe just until it touches the little step in there, and then just bolt it on. We'll drill a hole through this in the center. Oh, wait, we can find a center. There's a little dimple in there, so we can probably use that to drill it. I think it should be fine. Hopefully we don't mess it up too bad. Okay. All right. So that's for part 2. All right. Here's Mig out.